Practice JAMB English past questions with me. In this video, you are going to learn how to answer JAMB oral forms questions like a pro. I want this lesson to be practical for you, so I will be using the past questions to explain further. Kindly note that this lesson is in series, and this is the series 2. This series explains how to answer consonant questions in JAMB English. The first series is on vowels, and the subsequent series will be on stress, emphatic stress, and rhyme. You can access the links to other series in the description below. Let's begin with the JAMB past questions on consonant sounds. I'll be using questions from 2023, 2022, and 2021 past questions. So, stay tuned till the end. This is the first question from the 2023 past question. Let's read the instruction first. In each of questions 57 to 59, choose the option that has the same consonant sound as the one presented by the letters on the line. I don't want to read the words for you because if I do, I would have given you the clue. But what do you need to do if you want to answer a question like this? The first thing you need to do is determine the sound that has been underlined. Note, I didn't say the letters, I said the sound. Determine the sound that is realized by the letters on the line. Before we go on, or before we answer those questions, let's learn the consonant sound in English language and how the pronunciation of some consonant letters can change based on their functions or their environments in pronunciation. The consonant sounds in English are 24 in number, and they are in two categories. These are the voiced consonants, which are 15 in number, and the voiceless consonants, which are 9. You can differentiate between the voiced consonants and the voiceless consonants by placing your hand on your esophagus as you pronounce the sound. Let's exemplify this by pronouncing P, which is P, and B, that is B together. So place your hand and pronounce P. You will notice that your esophagus only move, but it didn't vibrate. Now place your hand and pronounce B, which is B. You will notice the vibration. So this is what we mean by voiced and voiceless. This is the list of the voiced consonant sounds in English. There are 15. Now let's take it one after the other. We have B, baby, obtain, job. We have D, as in double, sudden, made. We have G, as in green, eager, vague. We have V, as in voice, over, move. So we have J, gist, major, huge, hung, sing, hunger, finger. We have M, as in mango, summer, Tom, etc. We have N, as in no, pencil, coin. We have L, as in lane, allow, oil. We have R, as in radio, dress, sorry. We have W, as in wet, inward, 12. We have J. Note that this small letter J sound is not D, it's J. So that's the sound in jam, tune. We have Z, zebra. We have J, usual, vision, garage, etc. So now here is the list of the voiceless consonant sounds. There are 9 in numbers, and we are also going to take it one after the other. So we have P, as in plan, tap, topper. We have T, as in tape, writer, pat. We have king, K, as in king, scandal, etc. We have F, as in fame, sofa, stuff. We have Th, as in thought, theater, author. We have Ch, as in chew, mischief, watch, etc. We have S, as in sin, essay, class. We have Sh, sugar, mission, ash. We have H, hat, head, etc. So there is a pronunciation rule I also need you to pay attention to. Whenever a regular verb ends with a voiced letter, the ed that reflects past tense will be pronounced as D. Examples are beg. Beg ends with g, which is a voiced consonant. So when you want to pronounce the past tense, you are going to say begged. Stab ends with b, a voiced letter. So when you want to pronounce the past tense, you say stabbed. Recognize ends with z, a voiced letter. So when you want to pronounce the past tense, you say what? Recognized. However, if the regular verb ends with a voiceless letter, the ed is going to be pronounced as t. So slap ends with p, p, voiceless. So it's going to be pronounced as what? Slapped. He slapped the boy, not he slapped the boy. Stuff, stuffed, not stuffed. Mix ends with s, voiceless, mixed, not mixed. Topped ends with p, voiceless, not topped. Do you understand? This rule is very important, so I need you to pay attention and understand it before we move on. So, back to our question, caused. You know, I said you need to determine the sound first. So here you need to know, is cause pronounced as cause or cause, so that we can tell whether the ed is going to be t or d. So in order to determine that, I'm going to show you the transcription of each of the words. So we have realize, ends with z. So that means the ed is going to be t. We have frost, not a possible option. So we have release, s. So it's going to be released. Chance ends with s. So it's going to be what? Chanced. Then we now have our word itself, cause, z, z. So the ed is going to be pronounced as what? D. So what's going to be our correct answer here? From what you can see on the page, the only word that also have z, a voiced consonant, is what? Realize. So our answer is going to be what? A. Realized. That's where we have the as the ed sound, as the ed letter rather. So let's move on to the second question. We have mischief. Mischief. So we are looking out for the ch sound. So how do we pronounce each of the words in this option so that we can pick our correct answer? We have champagne, sh as in shame, not ch as in church. So it's champagne, not champagne. Christmas. Also note that the T in Christmas is silent, so it's Christmas. Brochure, not brochure. Ritual, not ritual, ritual. Then we have mischief. So from the correct pronunciation of each now, which word has the same sound as the ch in mischief? You can tell from what I have put on the screen that our answer is going to be what? Our answer is going to be what? Ritual. Our answer is going to be ritual, which is the ritual. I don't want you to freak out and start thinking, oh, how do I get? I don't even understand this thing, or the rules are too complex. I need you to note that these rules I'm explaining, they are not prescribed by anyone. It is just a description of how native speakers speak English naturally. If you're a Yoruba person, for instance, you will note that the way an Igbo person is going to speak Yoruba is going to be different from the way you are going to speak it. It's only when the Igbo person has learned Yoruba over time, that is when they can speak like native speakers. So that's the same thing that is happening here. So all you need to do is learn the rules and practice. So if you do that, as time goes on, you will understand how these sounds are said naturally. So now let's move on to 2022 consonant questions. The instruction. Choose the word that contains the sound represented by the phonetic symbol. I said this before, that J in sound is not J, it's J. So our answer cannot be jam, judge, or gauge. Our answer is going to be what? Where do we have the J sound? Our answer is going to be what? D, yam. Our answer is going to be D, yam. So now let's move on to 2021 consonant questions. The instruction. From the words lettered A to D, choose the word that has the same sound as the one represented by the letters on the line. It's the same thing as the 2023 questions. I don't want to pronounce it. You can pause it to pick your option. Let's see if you will get it correctly. But before we choose the option, I need to explain some things to you. There are a number of words with silent B in English. So we have womb, thumb, comb, climb, plumber, bomb. In all of these words and more, the B is silent. So you are going to say the boy is climbing the stairs. You are not going to say the boy is climbing the stairs. That's wrong. You are going to say she's combing her hair, not she's combing her hair. I hope you understand. I hope you understand rather. The B in these words are completely silent. So now back to our word. This word is pronounced as what? Lamb. The B is silent. So the only word that also have M with a silent B is what? Plumber. So our answer is what? Plumber. Now, question 42. I don't want to pronounce the words because I would have given you the clue. Pause the video to answer. Let's see if we get it correctly. But I want you to note something. The difference between S and Z. Cloth without the E. Clothes, verb with the E. Breath, which is noun without the E. Breathe, verb with the E. Bath, without the E, noun. Then we have bathe, E, which is the verb. So these are the difference that you need to note in order to get it correctly. Don't get confused. Note the difference between the one that's going to be S and the one that's going to be Z. So back to our question. So the correct option here is going to be what? Those. Those, because that's the only word that has this sound. So I also need you to pay attention to this pronunciation rule. Please, don't get worked up. You can pause this video to note these pronunciation rules down and learn them because it's going to be very helpful for you. The rules they are consistent. So once you know them, you can always apply it. So now the rule. Whenever a regular noun ends with a voiced consonant or a vowel, the plural else is pronounced as z. For example, the plural of fee is fees because it ends with a vowel. I'm saying a voiced consonant or a vowel because all vowels are voiced. There's nothing like a voiceless vowel. So when we are talking about voiced and voiceless, we are referring to consonants. So whenever a noun ends with a voiced sound, whether it is vowel or consonant, the S will be pronounced as Z. So we have bag, ends with G, voiced. So the plural will be what? Bags. We have boy, ends with a vowel, oi. The plural will be what? Boys. But if the noun ends with a voiceless consonant, it's going to be pronounced as just the S. So we have cops, P is voiceless, so it's cops, gates, stuffs, etc. Back. So now let's look at this question. Pillow. Don't get carried away. Pillow ends with O, which is a vowel. So that S is not going to be pillows. It's going to be what? Based on what I just explained, it's going to be pillows. So that S on the line is Z, not S. So our answer here is what? C, which is zebra. I hope you understand it. I hope you understand the rules. You can write it down to always note it so that you don't forget, so always apply it. Don't think that this is difficult. Test of orals is not difficult. I'm being sincere here. All you need to do is learn the rules and practice. That is the cheat code. Learn the rules and practice. Once you do that, you will get it. Beside every word in your dictionary, the transcription are always there. So you can use those transcriptions to practice with more past question in your past question text. So practice. The more you practice, the better you get at it. The more you understand how sounds are realized with letters in English. So the more you practice, the better you get at it. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'll be there to answer your question. Thank you for joining this lesson. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Please let them benefit.